International volunteering is selfish. International volunteering is a good way to give back to communities, but sometimes the volunteers are receiving more than what they put into the work. It is encouraged to learn and grow from work abroad, but sometimes the volunteers will only help out on things that would improve their own skill. Last summer, I went to Belize with an international volunteering company for teenagers. I learned a lot about what it means to be a volunteer, including how I could limit my clouded vision on how I want things to go. Although it is fun to travel around the world and help out local communities, problems can arise if the volunteers aren't educated in what they're doing. International volunteering with children for a short period of time without experience often causes more harm than good. Teenagers helping young children in Belize how to read and write may not be as helpful as a certified teacher teaching them. Coming into a service trip having the mindset that you're going to change the world is not the most productive. The purpose of a volunteer trip is to listen to what the locals need and to provide help, whether that be through your resources or your time. Being a good volunteer is more than doing every job on the trip. It is to diligently work for the betterment of the community. Volunteer work is an exchange of time to product. Even though volunteers won't receive a physical product, they do receive skill. Even if people believe they haven't learned anything, they probably have. Skills like patience, good work ethic, and communication are learned and mastered through volunteering. My volunteer program was 3 weeks of working at a local summer camp for kids aged 2 to 13, where we would teach local Belizean children reading, writing, and math. And for the most part, we were teaching the class from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. with an hour and a half of math and an hour and a half for language arts. I was not a certified teacher or trained, but I was teaching a class of 10-year-olds about the rules of multiplication and division. Although I helped in some way, it may not have been as big as I think. Think again when you are planning a volunteer trip. Is this program working with the local community? What are their duties going to be during this trip? And how do I make sure I'm respecting them and their community? Being involved in your volunteer trip is the best way to make sure you are doing what is best for the community.